Hiya, Larry. Hi, Larry. Start the live stream trouble already. First thing, unsupported resolution. I don't know. Nothing's changed. What's going on with Larry? Yeah. May as well, huh? I didn't do anything wrong. It's always somebody else's fault, you know. So, not a whole lot going on. Yeah, you guys are getting some snow over there, aren't you? Well, we got 3 watching, but Larry's the only one that's talking. What's up with that? Nah, I'm just kidding, guys. If you don't feel like talking, that's all right too. No, Larry. No, Alan. I checked his channel too today, and he's not done anything. 4 months. Gosh, I hope not. He's got a wife and a daughter at home still. I guess that doesn't mean anything nowadays, does it? So how's that solar working? Well, Chris ain't here, so he always asks me where my Coke is, so there it is. Back on the juice. What? No. Very good. Glad to hear that. I think you told me what kind of batteries they were last time. If you did, I don't remember it. How many panels you got up there again? Excuse me. 6 amps is good for a 100 watt panel. Yeah, you should be reading about probably about 8 or 9. Good strong sunlight, you should be getting 10. But, you know, 6 ain't bad. It's wintertime, so, you know, the sun's getting low in the sky, so. Which solar charger did you get? Okay, that's not an MPPT, is it? Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look it up. That's all right. Get you started on it anyway. I know in the summer I'll get right 5, about 5.1, sometimes 5.2 on each panel. But then in the wintertime, it drops down. You know, the sun's at a lower angle, so it's not direct on. Hey, Chris. There you go, Chris. Chris, did you ever get that song downloaded or whatever it was you were trying to do? Hey, John. How are you, bud? I really like that exit that you did the other day. It cracked me up, John. And then you just right off the camera, just like that, boom. Nothing, no goodbye, no see you later, nothing. Just gone. Yep, Coke tonight. I've been trying to get off of it, Chris. No, not really, Larry. Unless you're talking about a once a month that does the equalization. No, John, that was good. That was really good. I need to work on that instead of sitting there for a minute saying, okay, I guess that's it. And, I can't think of anything else. And well, I guess that's it. And I'll talk to you later and see you. And by the time I get all that out, I got half the viewers are gone. So that's good. Just gone. That's according to YouTube, too. They even recommend that. What, are you a Cokeaholic too, Chris? You're still trying what, to get off? Well, you got that right, John. Oh no, that's not good, Chris. Cover them oranges up. Get out those smudge pots. I got it. Oh, okay. Mountain Dew. Yahoo! Mountain Dew. Hey, Chris, I thought you were going to do that. Oh hell! Now I can't remember the name of it again. Yeah, Margaritaville. I thought the last message I got about it, you said you were having trouble getting it downloaded or something onto Facebook, something like that. That used to be my favorite song, Chris. I loved that. Excuse me. Got a little cold. That's all right. When you get around to it, or when you think about it, let me know. Oh no, you didn't, huh? I bet they all laughed, didn't they? Oh yeah, I know that guy. He's weird. Miss Lily's in the doghouse, Larry. You want to come up here? Yeah. Larry wants to see you. Come on. Come and see me. Get them claws in. Gee, you just got up here. Get them claws back in there. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi, Larry. You being a good girl tonight, huh? You was in trouble earlier, weren't you? That's okay. Okay, down you go. Get your tail out of the heater. Treat time. There you go. Yeah, she cooked. Not sure what it is. It smelled good though. Got hamburger noodles and peas. It's like a hamburger noodle casserole or something. Now I put you guys some magazines and stuff over there. Cushions on the chairs. I mean, what more can you want? Yeah. Yeah, it's in the post office too, Chris. Nah, just kidding you. No, it's not Hamburger Helper. It's homemade. Got crunchy onions on the top. Pretty good. Kind of like a tuna casserole, only she uses hamburger. There's Gavin. I was wondering where you were. I did a bowl. I did manage to get a bowl. It started out to be a cup, but it got too wide, so it's a little lopsided and a little floppy, and well, should have thrown it away and started over, but I decided just to see what would happen. Like I said, Gavin, you know, I don't want to sell anything that's, you know, that isn't nice. You know, it's a little confusing, you know, when you tip it up and you go to drink, you know, and it runs all down the side of your mouth. That's not too cool. And besides, I'm not going to be selling until they're nice. They're really nice, and you know, they're worth selling. I'll give them away just for a joke. I would. I will. If that's what you want, Gavin, I sure will. A lot of people don't want to see it, but I'll do it just for Gavin. I finally got it, learned how to center, and I got it to cone up. I'm just having trouble pushing it back down now. So it's getting better as we go. All right, I can do that too, Chris. You got it, Gavin. I'll keep you in mind. So the signature on it, Gavin, is going to be TTC. I think you were talking about it last week. I don't care, Chris. I could care less. Shouldn't have wore it. I was out there at 2 o'clock this morning, though. I bought one of those Big Buddy heaters. It was nice and toasty warm in there, but it used a half a bottle of or a half a bottle of propane, the 5-gallon one, in about 7 hours. So that's not going to work. Generator doesn't use that much. Come on, guys, knock it off. It's not funny anymore. Just gets me in trouble. It's not funny anymore. It just gets me in trouble. Oh, that's on one hand. On the other hand, that would be funny. Yeah. 18,000 BTUs. So yeah, I had it on high for quite a while. And then the tin shed, the steel shed, there's no no insulation or anything, and then it was a little bit breezy too, so. Hello, Steely Dan. Not in that tin shed, Dan. needed the big BTUs. It's 8 foot by 10 foot, so it's got quite a bit. It's got to try to warm up, and then being steel on top of that, you know. How you doing, Dan? It was 38 degrees this morning at 2 o'clock, so yeah, a little bit nippy for us desert rats, you know. I need to get an old raggedy sweatshirt or something that I can roll the sleeves up on, you know, because that clay goes flying all over the place. Watery clay. Got polka dot shoes. Now I'll just have to not go out there at 2 o'clock in the morning. Just go back to sleep, I think. But I was all excited, you know. New toy. Yeah, I couldn't survive in that weather, Larry. Yeah, Three Dog Night is a good song. They're a good group. Three Doors Down was pretty good too. I haven't seen Lake Lizard for a while. I did talk to her a couple of weeks ago. I want her to send me that recipe by email for fried green tomatoes. Yeah, that's right, Gavin. That's exactly what happens. And I wake up like that in the middle of the night and lay there and go back to sleep, go back to sleep, go back to sleep. Nope, that ain't happening. Get up and drink a couple of cups of coffee, and I'm raring to go till about 6 o'clock. And so what do? Then you take a nap, and then you can't sleep again. Vicious, vicious little circle, isn't it? And when I was young, you know, I used to be able to sleep 8, 9 hours without, you know, no problems at all. Well, not so young either. I was still 40, 45. I could sleep all night and never move, hardly. Older I get, the less I need sleep, I guess. I don't know. It's about right. Yeah, and then, I wake up 1, 2 o'clock, and then I've got to eat something. So that doesn't help. Yeah, that's right, Dan. That's exactly what happens. My mother was like that, though. She didn't sleep much either. Yeah, that's right, Sam. Boy, ain't that the truth, too. Yeah, I don't want to hear it, Chris. Hey, John. Where'd that other John go? Is he still in there? Bartley? But yeah, Chris, you were talking about the weather in Florida. You could set your clock around Tampa at 10 minutes after 4. It'll rain every day. Yeah, why is that, John? What happened, Bartley? Why is that? Well, I guess we're getting old and we're afraid we're going to miss something. Is that right? No. No Christmas tree. I tried to put one up a few years ago. Lily didn't like it. So that was the end of that. And besides, I have a verse. What's the word? I don't like Christmas. Nah, I shouldn't say that. Christmas is good. I can just say that Christmas trees and cats, that doesn't work. Not in a motorhome, anyway. Yeah, I've had that happen, Larry. You sleep wrong or something, you wake up with a stiff back. That's not too cool when you're running down the hallway. Yeah, pretty much, Sam. You're right. Yeah, being hard of hearing, when I do go to sleep, I sleep pretty hard. And I don't hear a lot. It takes quite a bit to wake me up. A noise, that is. That's right, Gavin. I had my Christmas already, and that's, I'm done with that. Yeah, mother slept, between 4 and 6 hours. And that was all, she slept, slept 6 hours. I was in there checking on her to make sure she was all right. But, she'd take little cat naps all day too, so back and forth. Yeah, I like the rain. I like the rain on the roof. It's surprising how loud it is. I didn't know he was driving. I didn't know he was trucking, Chris. I don't follow him. If you're talking about Marshall. Oh, I've had Cheryl come in, in the knock on the door. I didn't answer, so she comes in. I leave it unlocked, in case something happens. So she comes in. She went clean back into bed. In the bedroom, she was shaking my arm. Wake up, wake up. I never heard her. Yeah, I got a story about that too, John. When I was driving over there in, oh hell, I think, yeah, it was Blythe, I guess, or the town down the hill, whatever that was, Coachella. I was sitting in a truck stop there, and then there was a 4.5 shaker. I didn't really notice it, and my cup was starting to wiggle across the table and started towards the edge of the table. I put my hand out there, and then the window that I was sitting by, it didn't break, but it was cracking. And the waitress had her hands full with a tray of plates, and food and stuff, and she just stopped. She's like a statue. She just stood there until it was over, and then she went on about her business like nothing happened. Yeah, I've had that happen too, Gavin. But that was, when I had a little bit too much spirits. Now, that's not a very good place to be stuck in, either. Y'all remember when now we're going to do some buffering. And it's going to boot me off. And we're doing some buffering. It might boot me off again, guys. Yeah, I bet you did, John. My brother was in that really big one. Like, was it 70 something? Lived on a cul-de-sac. Encino. He lived in Encino. Uh, and they all, the whole family got woke up. They just got a brand new car. The garage went down on top of the car and destroyed it. And they all went out and sat in the street in the cul-de-sac. And each house went all the way around the cul-de-sac, one at a time, went to the ground. All of them. There was like 6 of them, I guess. All 6 houses in succession went down. He said he couldn't believe it. Hiya, Mickey. Nah, you didn't miss nothing. Yeah, I know, Gavin. I know what you mean. But, that kind of stuff really makes the big news on the West. The hurricanes and all that stuff over there. But, the earthquakes don't make the news. Well, at least not, mediocre ones. I guess they had a pretty good one in Alaska. I know I've told the story before that going across the bridge there and going into Louisiana from Texas, a big old long bridge across the swamp. I went through there. I couldn't see the back end of my trailer. It was raining so hard, and there's nowhere to stop. There's nowhere to turn. Get off the road. You have to just keep going. You just pray that nobody stopped in front of you, because you ain't going to see them till it's too late. Yeah, there's a few of those places like that, Chris. The Haunted Shack and Knott's Berry Farm's got one, and I don't know if Disney ever come up with one or not, but I tell you what, when I was a lot younger, and them left-handed cigarettes, and we went over there to get in that one, and I swear, it takes about 15 minutes to go through it, and I started laughing as soon as I walked in, and I never stopped until we left. Watching bottles roll uphill, people, sitting in a chair on a wall. That's pretty weird. An aquarium leaning way over, but the water doesn't run out. And to watch people walk, it's the funniest thing I ever saw. Yeah. That was another thing, too. One after that, or... Anyway, one of the times, he lived in the L.A. Area a long time, so... he said they had one where the inside wall, the refrigerator opened the door and the refrigerator fell over. And all the dishes in the cabinet fell out, but everything on the outside wall wasn't bothered. Not much, anyway. That was pretty weird. Hey, Mickey, I wanted to tell you, I finally got centering down. And I can pretty much get it to open. And that's as far as I get. I end up gouging it or something. I don't know what I'm doing. But I can at least get it centered fairly quickly, and get it started to open. But then it comes apart on me. I lose control on it, and to pull it up, forget it. No, I gotta keep practicing. Like you said, Gavin. You know, they get what they voted for. Sorry, John Bartley. I did manage to make a bowl, though, Mickey. It's a little lopsided and a little floppy and kind of low on one side, but, you know, I guess it would make a pretty good soup bowl. Has about a half an inch foot on it. Weighs about 30 pounds. I'm exaggerating, of course. Well, when I made that bowl, Gavin, I wasn't trying for a bowl. I was trying for a coffee cup. And it just kept getting wider and wider, and I kept trying to, you know, to narrow it down, and it'd fall apart, and what a mess. I just finally I said, okay, fine. It's going to be a really wide coffee cup. So my joke about that, Mickey, is, you know, how some RVers will buy the magnet sticker thingies, you know, and they put them on the boards to show where they've all been, different states, you know, and all that. Well, I'm going to put a magnet board up on the wall in the shed, and every time I get frustrated, I'm going to throw a wad of clay at it. Yeah, they do, Mickey. They do. Salad bowl? Well, okay. It's not very wide. It'd be a darn small salad, I can tell you that, Gavin. I was back to watching videos again. They make it look so easy, too, you know. They just stick their fingers in there and they just pull, and boy, it widens right up, and then they pull it up, you know. Yeah, I could probably do something like that. I'm not using the clay that would be good for that, but this is cheap clay that I'm using, so, you know, until I can get better at it, and then I'll get some stoneware or something. Something that you can actually drink out of. And then I have to get a kiln. Yeah, that'd make a really good Christmas present, guys. They're only about $1,200-$1,300, so, you know. No. But yeah, earthquakes. John, do you remember when the Bay Bridge collapsed? I had been across that thing twice a day for 4 days. You know, going over to pick something up and then bringing it back and back and forth 4 times. And now all of a sudden I was sent to the East Coast, and 3 days later they had that big earthquake, and the bridge collapsed. Well, at least you had a name, you know. Right now, I'm just being called idiot. Yeah, I can do that. I'll make you a bowl to keep your teeth in, Chris. And after I get all that other stuff done, making greenware, or what's the other name? Then I have to learn how to use it. To use the. Well, I tell you guys, my memory has just had it. Put color in it. How's that? Yeah, it sure was, John. It sure was. That was terrible. That was awful, man. Oh man. Did you ever go to the Italian Fest, John, out there at Candlestick? I did one time. So much food. Oh my God. I wasn't able to walk for a week after that. I like real Italian food, not, Chef Boyardee and that kind of stuff that comes in a can. These guys were actually, making it from scratch. Yeah, I know, and then you can't remember the first thing, right, Chris? I wouldn't know, Gavin. I've never watched that one. Well, if you pound the clay enough, it'll get warm sooner or later. That sounds like a comment that I got from somebody on one of the pictures I put up. CPAC, CTAC, or CPAC, whatever his name was. Yeah, that was one of my favorite things to do, John, is the red and white fleet. Get on there and go circle around Alcatraz and come back. And I never saw Alcatraz. I just stood at the bar. I didn't think they needed a reason. I thought they just did this for the heck of it. Oh, was that you, Larry? I thought it was C-Tap. sorry about that. But yeah, I heat it with a Big Buddy heater. I get a kick out of the people over there on that side of the states having the hurricane parties, and all that. I was there one time. It wasn't a hurricane. It was just one step below. It was a pretty good tropical storm. The wind and the rain and that, and I was freaking out. And people I were with were just sitting around playing cards and drinking beer and laughing and having a good time. What's the matter with you? What are you doing? Are you being an ostrich? She's being an ostrich, guys. She's got her head in a box and her back end all sticking out of a box. She's just sitting there. Fisherman's Wharf is fun. I like that. Gotta wash my hands. Right back. No, you don't, Chris. You don't hear no water. That's funny, John. Yeah, I don't drink anymore, John. Yeah, too many close calls. I think the last time I did, I woke up in the back seat of my car in the city next door in Mesa, and I had no idea where I was. I was parked in somebody's driveway, and I decided then that's it. I avoided the East Coast as much as I could when I was driving. Going to Hunts Point in New York was enough. Over there by Queens, I hated that with a passion. You know, you just don't cross the river until the sun comes up, no matter what time your appointment is. LOL, Chris. And the furthest east, I've been all over the United States, but the furthest east I wanted to be when I retired was Louisiana. I wanted to retire in Louisiana. Or as my friend says, Louisiana. That's not good, John. I love to listen to the Cajun people talk down there. I just you know, Saturday night at the Twist and Shout and all that stuff. Swamp boat on a swamp. I wouldn't want to speak to him anyway, not with a gun pointing at me. I would just put it in reverse and leave. Yeah, probably. Gavin, probably. Yeah, that's an old one, Chris. The other one is I don't drink, not since they invented the funnel. What in the world is that, Larry? I can't even read it. Yeah, Terry sometimes he'll go with me when I go out camping. The ex's oldest son, and he'll buy, 12-pack or something. I'll drink maybe half a bottle, and then I don't feel well for about 3 days after that. Oh, Larry, that's terrible. I used to know a guy that would make his own. He'd ferment some oranges, put some yeast in there, and about 2 weeks or 2 to 3 weeks, he'd have himself a jolly old time. It's like he didn't kill himself half the time. My grandpa used to make his own beer. Good one, Mickey. Yeah, I guess that's right, Kevin. We're both a couple of pottery heads, Mickey. That isn't what CTAP said, though. He called me something else. Yeah. Okay, Chris. What? Yeah? You got in trouble today, didn't you? Yeah, you sure did. I was stuck in Lafayette for about 3 days when I was driving. I met a guy. It was nothing to do, you know. I was waiting on a truck to get fixed and stayed in a motel, so there was really nothing to do. So I'd go to the bar at night and have a couple, 3 beers, and I met some guy. And there we got to talking, and he was living on a swamp in a boat, in a riverboat type thing. And spent about one night with him out there. That was kind of fun. I don't remember the skeeters though. It's kind of cold. See, I started that, didn't I, Gavin? Gator country is right. I was wondering if he was going to use me for alligator bait. I was looking for poke salad Annie too. This guy would make cowboy coffee. You know, boil the water, pour the grounds in, let it boil a little bit, then put eggshells in it. Boy, it was sure good, though. Man, it was good coffee. I often thought about doing that when I was out camping, but nah, that's too much trouble. Okay, John. Good to see you, man. Take care. Stay warm. Yeah. Yeah, neither did Clinton, Mickey. I think Clinton's problem, though, was he forgot to exhale. Now, here we go with political stuff. Yeah, I'm going to try, Bartley. Yeah. That makes you so you can't remember anything either, Gavin. I don't know, Chris. I guess I've got to do something, don't I? You guys probably think I never eat. Thought about just doing some plain old cabbage and sausage. That sounded pretty good to me the other day. Lots of garlic, salt, and pepper. Yeah. Gavin's been around the block a couple of times. Okay, Chris. Brat's on the grill. Well, get him off of there. But I used to call my daughter Brat. There was a few times that she was hot enough on the rear end, though, to be on the grill. Oh, I got a blonde joke for you, Mickey. Hope you don't mind. Yeah, quit bogarting that thing. So the blonde lady left her car out in a hailstorm and woke up the next morning and there was a whole bunch of dents, little dents from the hail. And she took it to a body shop and wanted them all fixed. And the guy said, it'd be better if you just, went home and all you have to do is just, blow on the exhaust pipe and all those little dents will pop right out. So she said, okay. So she went home and she parked her car. She's in a driveway and she's back there blowing on the exhaust pipe. And the next door neighbor came over, was blonde. She said, what are you doing? She says, well, the mechanic told me to blow on the exhaust pipe and all these dents will pop out. Second blonde says, don't you know you're supposed to roll the windows up first? That's probably my most best liked blonde joke. Hey, Rand. How you doing? I don't know how to make chili, Chris. Except in a can. Hey, Rand. Now, I can do that. Get a can off the shelf and open it up, dump it in a saucepan and turn it on, heat it up. That's homemade chili, isn't it? I used to make pretty good biscotti. I seem to have lost the knack now. Used to make it from scratch. took a better part of a day to do it. So, you know, I don't do that much anymore either. I don't like standing around the stove just to feed myself. No, Chris. We know your jokes. We don't want to hear them. We got one lady in here. Go camping. Not now, Rand. A few years ago, I'd be right out there waist deep snow, you know, but not anymore. Yeah. Good one, Mickey. So I was kind of thinking about getting a rock tumbler, Ren. It kind of got me interested in that just a little bit. I'm doing the pottery thing right now, so, you know, that's down the road a little bit. I'm just waiting for the holidays to get over. If you guys don't already know, Rand does that. He does the rocks, and then his wife makes the chains and stuff. You know, he makes necklaces and sells them on eBay. And gets his gas money that way. Yeah, I don't know anything about it, Mickey. I really don't. Never been around it. I've seen, you know, the results, but I've never been around anybody that does it. Yeah, and camping money too. I'm not touching that one. I've heard that one before. Same goes for blondes. How do you keep blondes in suspense? Okay, that'd be good, man. I'd appreciate that. Hey, if y'all don't know, Minivan Mike just had a uh, oh, geez, angioplasty done. That's his first one. So if you subscribe to his channel, tell him howdy and all that. I didn't want to say anything to him about it too much. Some of you might know I've got 7 stents, so I'm wide open at the moment. LOL, Mickey. Yeah, how about them Cowboys? I used to say my favorite football team was the one that was playing the Cowboys. Hey, Jen. I was wondering where you were. Time get away from you? They won't let you do it, Larry. Sorry. That's a YouTube thing. Anyway, Larry wants you to send some stuff or send pictures or something to his email. I'm not sure how you guys are going to do that, but well, I'm going to go ahead and post it anyway, Larry, just for you. Oops. Damn it. Pushed the wrong button. Sorry. Post it again, Larry. Yeah, that's it, Mickey. Time change? What do you mean, Chin? Geez, that's been a while now. You're not used to that yet? Should move to Arizona. You don't have to worry about it. That's the reason Arizona does this, is because we can't remember it either. Larry's wanting you to send some stuff to him by his, pictures, I guess, of stuff that you do. He posted his email address, and YouTube immediately it went to like a spam folder. I tried to click on to post it, and I clicked on the wrong one. So Larry, you're going to have to do it again. Yeah, that's a good idea. It messes everybody up in Arizona, Mickey. That's why we don't change our times. Half the people show up too early for work, or they're always an hour late. Would that be the right name, Brand Pam, on eBay? Ah, there you go, Larry. That worked. My link's in the below this video, guys. Boy, that was a sneaky one in there, wasn't it? Yeah, you just shouldn't be sleeping with the chickens. Night, Larry. Well, you stayed for a long time this time. Good. That was good. I guess the other half isn't too mad at you tonight, so glad you got to stick around. You stay warm. Take care. Yeah. Get your socks out of there, Larry. Nilly has them all over the place. It's all right. You can always run a big sale after Christmas, Ran. Okay, Jen. Let me know. I got to take a little short break, guys. I'll be right back. I'm going to put up the other picture, but I'm still here, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, that's right, Chen. Didn't figure you guys want to see that. Oops. No, but the Coke goes right through me, Ran. You can't buy beer or Coke. All you can do is rent it. Oh, you didn't hear that, Chen. Besides that, I didn't do it. Lily was drinking water. I'm going to gross you guys out. I'm going to eat some Fritos right on the camera. Poor Mickey. It was not. You guys are making me blush now. You cut it out. No, you guys didn't. You didn't hear nothing. Now I'll be right back. I gotta go wash my hands now. Jeez, Billy. God. There you go. You guys are full of it. Best of you, Gavin. I did that one on purpose, just so you all know. At the risk, I'm going to tell another one. Old man and old lady sitting on a bench. Been sitting there for a while. Pretty soon the old man says, "My rear end went to sleep." The old lady said, "Yeah, I know, I heard it snoring." Oh, yeah, right. Sure, Mickey. She can't say she don't stink. Woo! Nah, you didn't hear nothing, Gavin. And if you did, it's because the faucet's running just a little bit to keep it from freezing. That's a good one. That works. Mr. Smallbladder, huh? Yeah, many times. You guys must have had your ears right up against the speakers if you did hear anything. Yep, to the corner. Yeah, that's it, Mickey. Gets cold here at night. Gotta run that water. Let it trickle a little bit. Pipes don't freeze. Yeah, sure, guys. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it freezes every winter here, Ran. Sometimes we even get some snow. Like I always say, we're at almost 3,500 feet, so. Yeah, Ran had to jump in there. Now, at least you got one. An idea. What? Are you all right, Kevin? You having a stroke or something? Now, there's a couple of those around here, Chin. I've seen those. That's not new. Kevin, I thought you had it in your truck. Yeah, really. I think he is. I think he had a brain thing. Too late. He'd already been mooned. What? I don't care. See, I don't care, C-Tap. I could care less. It's too late. They call him the streak. Actually, it does, Chin. Yeah, most trucks can pull more than they can actually haul. It's a pretty good idea. The clay's doing all right. I'm not. There's a few globs on the walls. Get frustrated and throw it, you know. Takes throwing clay to an all new meaning. I don't know why I thought that, Gavin. I don't know. I guess, you know, truck bed liner and all that stuff. Only time I watch football, C-Tap, is when Arizona's in the playoffs. Now, C-Tap, it's slow. It's a slow thing. I'm learning a little bit every day, though. Getting a little bit better. I can at least get it centered and get it opened, and that's as far as I can get with it right now. I was saying earlier that I was trying to make a cup and ended up with a bowl, kind of lopsided and floppy and out of round, and but oh well, what can I say? Rock tumbling is fun. I'm getting by with just the airbags on my truck, C-Tap. 5,000 pounds a piece. They're rated at. Run them about 50 pounds or so. Nice and steady. I got them on the front axles too, so I run them at about 20, I guess. Between 10 and 20, depending. Makes it pretty stable. And speaking of brakes, I'm going to have to put rear brakes on my truck again before I go out again. I just put those disc brakes on not too long ago in the front. I didn't do the back. I probably should have. Yeah, the 70's a little bit too much for it. Pretty stiff. Then I'm trying to find a trailer myself. Just a little trailer that I can put stuff in and get it out of the camper. Oh, shut up, Chris. I was going to get some onion rings yesterday. I went grocery shopping, and I was going to get some, and then I didn't. Yeah, I never weighed mine. It's 1.5 tons, from what I understand. And they made a few of those, and when I put the camper on, it brought the back end down to about 1/2 inch from the rubber stops. So I put the airbags on it to get it up to normal height, and so far it's been working pretty good. Redneck toy hauler. That's a good one. No, I didn't, Chris. It's fun to watch her try to stop. Why is it that heavy on the left side? Would that be from all the batteries in there, or something else? That's kind of fun to watch her because she can't stop, so she usually runs into something, and she'll slide right up on there, and do a face plant on a tree or side of the house or something. That's fun to watch. Well, as soon as your ship comes in, Chin. I've been waiting for mine for about 70 years. I think it sank. Oh, okay, I see. Gonna put a alien transport on there. Gavin, you got to put an alien transport vehicle on there? You want to do that? You shouldn't do that. ISIS will get you. Alan's dog, she don't like those. Yeah, that was sad. Him and Johnny Carson. End of an era. I watch Johnny Carson reruns every now and then, especially the ones with the animals. Yeah, I understand that, Mickey. Publishers Clearinghouse, wasn't that? Didn't he have something to do with that? What are you doing? You gotta lay right where I put my feet, don't you? Yeah, winking to me. Winking at me. Yeah. Anybody ever really win that? And how many magazines do you have to buy? Hello, senor. How are you? Yeah, I bet they bounce too, don't they? That's all we can ask, senor. That's all we can ask for. My aunt used to say if you ask her how she was, she says, I'm afraid I'm going to live. Well, I hate to do this, guys, but we're coming up on 2 hours. And I'm getting hungry. That's a good one, Gavin. Tell us. I know it used to be able to press it onto comic strips, and it would put a picture on there. Whoops. Oh, well, that's interesting. Oh, really, Gavin? I didn't know that. That's interesting. Okay, Ran, have a good one. Be careful. And good night, Chen. Let me know about that thing. Yeah, it could be, Chen. Especially if they've got a big game going that's on cable. Okay, Chris, have a good one. Have a good night. Synthetic babies? Oh, geez. All right, peeps. I'm going to get out of here and go eat my dinner, relax a little bit. At 2 o'clock this morning, it's just now starting to get me. So I'm going to have to hit the sack here pretty soon. Early to bed, early to rise, and all that. And so, like always, uh, I'll leave it up. And this camera and mic will be shut off. You guys can stick around and talk or do whatever you got to do. Night, Mickey. I'm going to put a video up on some clay and stuff. So Gavin wants to see some, and then I'll put one up for you. You can laugh at me and all that. Now I got the worm the night before. Woo! I won't do that again either. Night, Gavin. Glad you got to see me again.